There's better, but I got things I got to do. So this is pretty good to start. Don't even go there at all. So I get these offcuts at work, and these are interior stops for a casement window that they call a lock box. It's got 2 locks, one up here, one down here. You can't put those in your house anymore because they're not handicap accessible. Like early 90s maybe. But they sure must have made some gold darn good windows back in the day, because I constantly get orders for these interior stops all the time, like complete sets. They make them once. You can make one, replace one in the house. You just can't replace all your windows with them. So it's interior stops, and they have a break in there for a lock. You're kind of familiar with that, but they come in 8-foot and 10-foot pieces, and so you've got all these. Like the shortest piece I'm gonna have is gonna be above the lock and below the lock, 9 1/4 inch. So you can see how all the offcuts are very important. I need to build a box with maybe 3 or 4 slats in it where I can stack these in. I'll probably keep them in there up to say 39 1/2 inch, maybe less than that. 20 inch, because 18 1/2. We'll say 22 inches, because that's a head and the sills, 21 7/16. I've got another one at work that I store the longer ones in that are under 48, go on the big upright racks, vertical racks, because they're too short, they end up falling around. But all these offcuts, they come in handy, because all you got is 8-foot and 10-foot, and some sizes you don't get no offcuts, and so you get what I'm saying. So that's what I'm going to build it out of. Brought a piece home. They're not building them to spec, I do not believe. They're supposed to be 3/4 inch, and they're a tad under. That's okay. And they're supposed to be 2 inch, and they're a tad under. They're like a 32nd under both ways, like getting all cheap now. It's not spec'd out to the book. It's probably because it's cheaper, because you can use a smaller start stock size. I ain't stupid. But at any rate, I gotta do some math. I did some math at work. And this will be my bottom, these will be my sides. So I'll let you go. Let me do some math first. I'm sure it'll come back to me. It was last week when I did this whole math process thing. But for right now, let's go. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. I'll get back to you. You don't want to sit here and watch me scratch my head and scroll down things. I'll get back to you when I got the measurements figured out.
Math, 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 math.
So, 2 of these, side by side, that's a slot, 5 of them. 1/4 inch for the masonite, slide them down and make dividers. 22 7/8. They're not going to be tight up against each other. There's going to be plenty of room. So, took a whole lot of thinking just to kind of get it where I want it to be. So, cut it on there. Yeah, we'll cut it on the table saw. 22 7/8. Yep, I did that 1.25 inches for the sides because they're going to sit on top and I'll screw from underneath because this is so thin. This is like, well, this 3/8, ½ inch, 3/8. And you don't really want to screw into that. You want to screw through this into that. So, which side are we going to cut that from? Which side? 22 7/8. We gotta get this where it needs to be. There. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you're trying to fit things in there just right, but there's enough play in there. What was I going for width? Oh, the height. So we got, let's take the screen out. What did we do? So let's just write this down on here now that we got that figured out. 22 7/8. 875. That's how wide. Oh yeah, in the middle one, so 16-inch deep. So the problem is, I probably ain't gonna have enough room to get all this out of here. But let's just check to see where we're at here, huh? What we got for length? 49. So 44, 45 and 7/16, or 44, 45 and 3/4. 7/8 times 2. 3/4. That's 1 for both sides. Oh yeah, we have plenty of room. 16 and 16 is 32. Well, minus 1.25 inches, so
Math. Oh, who can do math?
14 and 3/4. So 14.75. Yeah. And height. What did we figure for height? 8 and 3/8 or 8. Let's just go with 8 and be done with it, huh? Yeah. So for this, top, bottom, we'll go 8 inches. Nice even. 9.25 would be the minimum. Gives you room for your fingers to get in there and grab it out. Okay, so I guess. What? Okay. So let's. Yeah. Ooh, hey. We got some problem here. A big old. A big old chunk of V where the branches come on. I had to cut that with the reciprocating saw. Because I wouldn't be able to chop that in half. If I cut that end off, I can chop the rest of it down. Dice it down. Dice it down. Alright, now that this ice cold soda is now defuncto. Well, I think it's warm, whatever. I think I might put you over here. Okay, so. Anywho, yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm cutting it that way. That might be a little bit tough. We're good. You need to go down. You need to go down too. Alright, you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Ooh. settle down. Oh man, sawdust in the eyes. Got to go find my safety glasses, but I'm not sure where they are. Why you just don't wanna? All right, well, all right. Can I get a view? I'm gonna shut you down. She's still been pretty good since I did the maintenance on her. She turns beautifully. Oh, better than the ones at work. So, well, my biscuit. Bow, wow, wow. Okay. Is it gonna be perfectly square? I don't care. So, I'm gonna take this off, otherwise it's gonna rattle. And I suppose.
I had to run out for a few supplies.
Boy, all right. Couldn't find my safety glasses, and I know they're kind of pretty worn out, scratched up. So instead, there's one bundle up here. I need to go get some rock salt anyway. Because I have none. All I got is this really, really good stuff. We don't like to use that good stuff, except for just in areas where, you know, it's really important. They're the Milwaukee brand. They're very comfortable. And the nose piece is decent. And not trying to sell you any, but I'm just saying they're nice. The yellow. At work we got all these LED lights, round, they're almost like exterior, but they're like this big around, and they're way up high, but when you're flipping long stretches of wood around, and you look up and you hit your eyes on one of those, oh, man, they may be way up there, but that doesn't mean that they don't hurt your eyes. This softens it up. As a matter of fact, one of the guys that works in the warehouse on a picker, which drives along the racks and goes way up to grab things off of different shelving, he gets close to the lights. And he asked me about my glasses, and he went and got himself a pair. Yeah, he says that's the best thing he has ever done.
He thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
So at any rate, you know what else we forgot? We better do this. Earplugs. But you know, these don't have the string on them. But bring some home from work, they got the strings on them. If you're taking them in at all time, it's nice to have them on a string. So, let's go ahead and we're good. What's going on back there, buddy? See how good we did. Pretty good bearings. See how good we did. Ooh, just a bit under.
Just a bit outside.
And right on. Oh, well, a mess. I mean, it's so close. Although that could be off. I'm gonna try to find that square. It's not the square I was thinking of, but it'll do. to be in the basement. We're not building furniture. So if I were to look at this and say it's a pretty darn square, I mean, yeah, how was it here? Yeah, see that one? Yeah. This piece was from the carpenter shop at work, so I know them are definitely squares. So now we got 20 in close enough to 7/8. 30 seconds short. It's not gonna matter. 30 divided by 5. Yeah. Less than a 64th. Okay, well, so now, and we said what? 14, oops, 16. Base needs to be 16. All right, all right, all right, all right. 16. Going out to this side, I don't know why, but boy, come on. Might not. That's pretty wide. Oh, wait, 16. Whoa, 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 we need 16. No. We have to redo our math here. Redo our math. I was getting all jiggy with it, but I can't do that. So, what'd you do with my pencil? I'm telling you. Messing with me. Oh. Yeah. I'm a dingling. Okay. So the most we got is, well, I did all that. It's 12 and a half. Do like the 0.75, it's a little under. But through and through, it's less than a 30-second less. But that'll make things slide in and out nicely. Shalom, buddy. 12. I like it. Wow. Right on, right on. I'll probably make it a little heavy. Just by a little bit. Just a little bit. So. Okay. Hey, what can you say? I've got a girl on. Never mind. Ooh, that's right on. That'll never happen again. You want just a little happy, just to make everybody happy. I don't know. Wouldn't mind maybe just like a 30-second over. Yeah, I like that. 30-second over. What's that gonna cut off? Nothing. Still got my numbers. All right. We don't need no guard. We're not a cut. Let's just see how crazy this is going to be once we get going here, because it kind of sets the trend for the whole project. We are. See you. We are 25 and 13. Still. All right, buddy, just mellow off. Get a stupid shadow. 13 16ths, but just creeping up to it, so. and just creeping over at 13/16. We're good. Less than a 32nd of an inch. Or maybe a 32nd. I don't care. So, that's done. So is that. Recyclable. Not recyclable. Put that recyclable in there. Alright, well, now we got to have our numbers here. And now that I redid that, what did I do with that? 12 exactly, didn't I? Okay, a little bit over, just a tiny bit over. So we're gonna remember that. So let's just put 12 on here so that we are on the same page. So we have to take 1 1/4 inch off, right? So 11, 10 3/4. 10 3/4. 10 3/4. Let's just write that down. 10.75.
Math, 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 math.
And what were we doing with that? We were doing 8. Weren't we doing 8? Because that really didn't matter too much. Let's make that nearer now. All right. Woo. You know what we're gonna need? Right there it is. Still, got some heat going in there, but she's starting to drop down there. Alright, so I don't plan on cutting this down until I make this happen. Boy. That's all. That's fine. That's fine. It's a little lower. We're not going to whine or complain or anything like that. We'll make it to be kind of straight. The drop-off table would be nice, but with this motor in the back there, not going to happen. Could, but that's just that much more room that person might have. So we're going to keep this simple as we can. Just go with the 8-inch. You're make this difficult for me to measure, aren't you? Little doggy. Little doggy. You know I can use this. That says 8. That's
another nail in my coffin, another nail for me.
what?
I gotta look pretty when I go down. Another nail in my coffin, can't you spare one more?
Nice to get
I
that
gotta
set
look
up, you know.
pretty when I'm knocking down heaven's door. I'm a dead man walking.
Still watching?
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
That is like
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
See what I did? You want to see the teeth kind of almost like you want to see the teeth through there. Kind of want to see the hollow in there, or at least all darn close to it. Yeah.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking.
That could have climbed over. That would not be good.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
Next! Out of my way! Yeah, it's flat grain fur, and that was vertical grain fur. We don't care. Ooh, pick which one we do. For front and back, probably the vertical grain. Keep the flat grain to the side. Okay?
Wash my sins away.
So,
I was thinking of you and
we
that
cut it on
wedding
here. We
gown.
notice it's not quite staying square.
Went down to that
We
water.
can check
Wash
that.
my sins away. The world faded
So.
away as I went down, down,
Let's see about
down, down,
see how square we are.
Dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
6.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking.
You can lift it up to get a
I'm a
little bit
dead
more.
man.
That's a lot to get.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
That's flipping over first on the other side. I care about it enough to, try to make it halfway decent.